How we doing, guys? Boy, that was pretty tepid. How we doing, guys?
What play stood out to you on that 97-yard touchdown drive to open the game, and just your thoughts on your first preseason win in a couple of years here?
I don't know that one play stuck out to me. I think the drive stuck out to me to get the ball in the -3 and execute that coming out situation, and then not only flip the field but go down and score a touchdown. I thought that was a really positive thing for our team. A good mix of run and pass. We made some plays in the passing game and cashed in the running game when we got down in there close. So a really good drive, really good start to the game.
What did you like about Tony Pollard tonight?
Yeah, just that. I thought he did a good job running the football. When you play against Wade Phillips, he's going to do everything he can to stop the run on early downs, and it was going to be tough sledding for us. But I do think we found some creases there early on, and obviously the touchdown run was big for us. Tony's very poised. He plays with maturity beyond his years, and we're only a couple preseason games into it, and not a lot of plays into it, but it's kind of follows with what we've seen in practice and just how he handles himself. So again, he's off to a good start. He's got a long way to go, but he's going about it the right way.
You had 5 or 6 guys in that first drive that really contributed. Just how important is that when you can balance out for different guys out there?
Yeah, one of the premises that we have on offense is to attack a defense a lot of different ways. It starts with run and pass. You want to be balanced, and if you can run the ball different ways and throw it to different guys, you become difficult to defend. And I thought we did a good job of that throughout that drive. Really, second week in a row, I thought we've done a good job of that. So something to build on. I think that the offense played 13 snaps, so I thought that was a good outing for them, and get back to work this next week and get ready for the next one.
How many times have you seen Witten on 3rd and 6 come up with a first down?
He's come up a few times in my time with him, and he's just one of those guys, incredibly reliable, got a great understanding of the game, very quarterback friendly, and he comes up big in crunch time. He's done it over and over again throughout his career. It was good to see him out there. It was good to see him playing football, having fun playing football, and getting a few snaps under his belt.
Right here. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, coming into the preseason, we wanted to make that a plan, and so we started with Coop as the 2 last week, and tried to keep the reps somewhat equitable. But he worked with the second group, and Mike White worked with the third group, and then we wanted to flip it around this week. And each of those guys had a good week of practice, so it wasn't like we were just giving it to Mike. He earned it. He did a good job on the practice field and earned that opportunity. And like last week, he did some good things in the game, and there were some things that he's going to learn from. I thought Coop was comfortable in his time, did a good job on the touchdown drive, really just delivering different kinds of balls time and time again, and ultimately the touchdown to Devin was a big throw. So I thought he handled himself well. He's a little more experienced than Mike is right now, and I think you're seeing that.
Coach, so I know it's a small sample size in each game, but Dak Prescott's 9 for 9 through 2 games. Amid reported contract disputes, how big is it that you can trust your quarterback to, get in the game, just focus on the game?
Yeah, it is a small sample size, and we're not going crazy about him being 9 for 9. What he's done well, though, is play well. He's played well in practice. He's played well in the preseason games. He's handling himself well. He's making good decisions. He's making good throws. And that follows with how he prepares. So, there's all this talk about the business of the NFL. He hasn't gotten caught up in that at all. He comes to work every day. He's a tremendous example to his teammates about how to go about it. He leads by example. He leads with his performance. Thought tonight was a good night for him.
Coach, as soon as this game was announced, nearly 50,000 sold out Aloha Stadium. Talk about the atmosphere out there and how unique of an opportunity this was to bring the Cowboys franchise out here to the Hawaii fan base.
We thought it was a fantastic couple days. The hospitality that we got here from everybody here in Oahu has been just off the charts. We've been here for, I guess, 48 hours, had a couple really good experiences. So much fun to play here at Aloha Stadium. Great history and tradition. I was thinking about it when I was standing on the sidelines. Think about all the great players who have played here. Like the best of the best have played here because they played the Pro Bowl game here for a long, long time. And, their experience is here. Now we have an opportunity to do it, to play against the Rams, a great franchise. So it's been a really good couple days and it was a fun experience for our team.
Coach, sorry to interrupt. Coach, I just wanted to ask, this game is kind of advertised as a Rams home game. Were you kind of surprised by the amount of Cowboys fans in the stadium this far away from Dallas?
I wasn't really surprised, just because we have such a big following across the country and across the world. And, people love football, but the Cowboy tradition has been strong for a long, long time all across our country. So it was great as we were spending time here the last couple of days to see the number of Cowboy fans who came up to us, and certainly their presence here in the stadium was felt by all of us.
Jason, over the years, you've taken your team on some other visits to sites. You went to Pearl Harbor the other day. What do you think your guys got out of that?
Hopefully they got a lot out of it. From my observation, they were into it. And I'll tell you the story. We had planned to do it earlier in the day on Friday, have our meetings and our walkthrough, and probably go there late morning and be back early afternoon to give the guys some time before our night meetings. And for whatever reason, the logistics caused us to have to go a little bit later in the day, 2:45. And I was a little concerned about that, getting off schedule and out of routine for our guys the day before the game. And I went to our leadership group and said, what do you guys think? I'd love to do this, but I don't want to put you guys in a bad situation preparing for this game the next day. And to a man, they said, we have to go, Coach. Are you kidding me? That's our country's history. We need to go there. We need to be a part of that thing. And I think that was the attitude our whole team took. And the people there do such a great job memorializing, that very tragic incident in our country's history, and the people who lost their lives there, and its significance in getting us into World War II, and what happened the next 4 or 5 years. So it was a really great day for us. It was a special day, and I was really proud about how our team handled it.
Do you think Gallup just a continuation of what he showed you at the end of last season, and he had a big play last week and then came up with a big catch today?
Yeah, Michael had a really good offseason. He's off to a really good start in training camp, and like I said, he's made some big plays. And he played that way towards the end of the year last year on a more consistent basis. I think he flashed earlier on in the year, but he became a more consistent player as the year went on. And I think we've seen that here at the start of training camp and the start of the preseason games. The big play he made down the sidelines was certainly a big play on that drive.
After 20 some odd days away from home, how much are you looking forward to get back to Dallas?
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We have such great experiences. The people in Oxnard are so great to us, and our time here in Hawaii has been off the charts. But everybody wants to go home and sleep in their own bed and get back to that routine. We'll stay in a little bit of a training camp mode here the next week or so. So we got to keep that mindset and that mentality. But nice to be back at the Star.
You had to cut Justin Phillips before camp and then brought him back for need. Is he a different player maybe than he was, or just taking the opportunity you gave him?
Yeah, oftentimes you have to make some decisions on guys before you really get a chance to see him and get to know him. So for whatever reason, we had to make that decision for numbers on a roster. But, as he was walking out the door, I said, hey, stay ready. We might want to bring you back. And certainly the circumstances have presented that opportunity for him, and he was ready, and he did a really good job. That play he made tonight was a big-time play. And he's been around the ball a lot. He's playing well, off to a good start.
We saw Sean before the game running pretty well and then took part in the warm-ups. Is that a sign that when you guys practice on Tuesday, he could be out there doing
Yeah, he's
some
certainly
things?
getting closer and closer. I don't want to say that definitively about him, but we have a number of guys who are in that mode of when we get back to Dallas, we'd like to see more of them. So Sean fits that. He's done a great job staying engaged with our team and working hard to get back. So hopefully he'll be out on the practice field sooner rather than later.
Another guy who's making the most of his opportunity here in this camp.
Yeah, and he's done that. He's done that since he's come here. Did a really good job last year for us, in practice. Took advantage of those opportunities and grew as a player. And I think we all see that he has good instincts around the ball. He's got long arms, and he makes a lot of plays on the ball. I mean, PBU after PBU every day in practice, a couple of them today in the ball game. So he, too, is definitely taking advantage of his opportunities.
Do you feel as if Brett Maher is losing confidence at all?
I hope not. He's made so many big kicks for us. The kick today was challenging. 52, it was windy and all of that, but we want to give him a chance to do that. Have to go back and see how he actually hit it. But he's been a good kicker for us, and he's been really good at distance. I think he was 6 out of 7 over 50 yards last year. So we'll keep giving him chances. We believe in him. He's done it for us in games, and we have a lot of confidence in him. All right, good to see you guys.